Have you ever wondered why the rich seem to get richer, while the rest of us are stuck counting pennies? It's not just about how much they earn, but how they spend. Or, more importantly, what they don't spend their money on. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the 7 common expenses that wealthy people actively avoid. This isn't about being cheap, it's about being smart. By the end of this video, you'll have a completely new perspective on your own spending habits, and I promise some of these will surprise you. So, if you're ready to start thinking like the wealthy, stick around. Let's dive in. First up, and this one might sting a little, is brand new cars. We're constantly bombarded with ads for the latest, shiniest models, promising status and cutting-edge tech. It's tempting, right? But here's the hard truth. A new car is one of the worst investments you can make. The moment you drive it off the lot, its value plummets. We're talking a 20 to 30% drop in the first year alone. That's thousands of dollars just gone, vanished into thin air. Wealthy people understand this concept of depreciation better than anyone. They know that a car is a tool to get from point A to point B, not a status symbol that drains your bank account. Instead, they often opt for reliable, gently used cars that are 2 to 3 years old. These cars have already taken the biggest depreciation hit, but they still have most of their useful life ahead. You get a fantastic vehicle without paying the massive premium for that new car smell. Think about it. That money saved on a new car could be invested in assets that actually grow in value, like stocks or real estate. So next time you're tempted by a brand new ride, ask yourself, are you buying transportation, or are you just buying depreciation? The second expense the rich steer clear of, bank fees. This one seems small, but it's death by 1,000 cuts. Monthly maintenance fees, overdraft fees, ATM withdrawal fees. They add up incredibly fast. You might think it's just $5 or $10 a month, but over a year, that's over $100. Over a decade, it's $1,000 or more you've literally given to the bank for nothing. Wealthy individuals are meticulous about their money. They treat every dollar as a soldier in their army, ready to be deployed to work for them. They're not going to let those soldiers just wander off and get captured by bank fees. So, what do? They choose banks or credit unions that offer free checking and savings accounts. They set up alerts to avoid overdrafts. They use their own banks, ATMs, or get accounts that reimburse out-of-network fees. It's a simple mindset shift. Stop passively letting the bank take your money and start actively choosing services that work for you, not against you. Take 30 minutes this week to review your bank statements. Find those fees, and then find a better bank. Your future self will thank you. Coming in at number 3 is something many people consider a staple: lottery tickets and odds, gambling. The dream of hitting that billion-dollar jackpot is a powerful fantasy. For just a few bucks, you could solve all your problems, right? Wrong. The rich know that the lottery is a tax on people who are bad at math. Your odds of winning a major jackpot are astronomically low, worse than being struck by lightning. Wealthy people don't rely on luck to build their fortune. They rely on strategy, calculated risks, and consistency. They understand the power of compound interest, not the allure of a random number generator. Instead of spending $5 or $10 a week on lottery tickets, imagine investing that money. Let's say you spend $20 a week. That's over $1,000 a year. Invested with an average market return that could grow to tens of thousands of dollars over time. The wealthy play a different game, a game with much better odds. They invest in the stock market, in real estate, in their own businesses. These are calculated risks with a high probability of a positive return over the long term. They're not buying a ticket to a fantasy. They're actively building their own reality. Next on our list, at number 4, is impulse buying. You see it, you want it, you buy it. That rush of dopamine is addictive, but that momentary high is followed by a long-term financial low. Whether it's the latest gadget, a trendy piece of clothing on sale, or that extra item at the checkout counter, impulse buys are budget killers. They derail your financial goals, one small, seemingly insignificant purchase at a time. The wealthy have a secret weapon against this: the pause. Instead of buying something on the spot, they implement a waiting period. For smaller purchases, it might be 24 hours. For larger ones, it could be 30 days. This simple delay allows the initial emotional excitement to fade. It gives them time to ask critical questions. Do I really need this? Does it align with my long-term goals? Is there a better use for this money? More often than not, after the waiting period, the urge to buy has completely disappeared. This isn't about deprivation, it's about intentionality. By controlling their impulses, they ensure that every dollar they spend is a conscious choice that adds genuine value to their lives, rather than just providing a fleeting thrill. Try it yourself. The next time you feel that urge to buy something you hadn't planned on, just wait. You'll be amazed at how much money you save. Number 5 is a big one: carrying high-interest credit card debt. Credit cards can be a great tool for convenience, rewards, and building credit history. But when you carry a balance from month to month, they become a financial trap. The average credit card interest rate is now over 20%. That's an insanely high price to pay for borrowing money. Essentially, anything you buy on credit and don't pay off immediately costs you 20% more. Wealthy people treat credit card debt like a fire. They put it out immediately. They understand that paying high interest to a credit card company is the opposite of building wealth. It's making someone else rich with your money. So, how do they use credit cards? As a payment tool, not a loan. They pay their balance in full, every single month, without exception. This way, they get all the benefits, the rewards, the fraud protection, without paying a single cent in interest. If you have credit card debt, making it your number one priority to pay it off is one of the highest return investments you can make. It's a guaranteed 20+% return on your money. No stock market investment can promise you that. At number 6, we have extended warranties and unnecessary insurance. When you buy a new TV or a laptop, the cashier almost always pushes an extended warranty, right? They make it sound like a smart, responsible choice. But the truth is, for most products, extended warranties are a bad deal. Modern electronics are incredibly reliable, and if they're going to fail, it's usually within the standard manufacturer's warranty period. These extended plans are pure profit for the retailer. The wealthy understand this. They self-insure for these small potential losses. Instead of paying $100 for a warranty on a $1,000 TV, they simply save that $100. If the TV breaks after the manufacturer's warranty expires, which is rare, they have the money to repair or replace it. Over a lifetime of purchases, they come out way ahead. The same logic applies to certain types of insurance, like cell phone insurance or specific disease policies. The key is to have a solid emergency fund. That emergency fund is your self-insurance Protect yourself against catastrophic risks, like with health, home, and auto insurance, but don't waste money insuring against small, manageable problems. Finally, number 7. Paying for brand names when a generic alternative is just as good. From over-the-counter medicine to pantry staples like flour and sugar, the brand name product can cost 30, 40, or even 50% more than the store brand or generic version. Why? Marketing. You're paying for the fancy packaging and the multi-million-dollar ad campaigns. But in many cases, the product inside is chemically identical or functionally the same. For example, the active ingredient in a brand name pain reliever is the exact same as in the generic version, but you might pay double the price. The rich are not immune to good marketing, but they are disciplined. They do unpay a premium for a label unless it provides a tangible increase in quality or value. They're not trying to impress the cashier with their brand name canned tomatoes. They are focused on the long-term goal of financial independence. By consistently choosing the more cost-effective option for everyday items, they free up hundreds, even thousands of dollars per year. That's money that goes directly into their investment portfolio, working to build real wealth, not just the perception of it. So there you have it, the 7 common expenses that the wealthy consistently avoid. To recap: new cars, bank fees, lottery tickets, impulse buys, high-interest debt, extended warranties, and unnecessary brand name premiums. Notice a theme here. It's not about being cheap or depriving yourself of joy. It's about being intentional, strategic, and playing the long game. It's about understanding the difference between an expense that drains your wealth and an investment that builds it. By adopting these mindsets, you can stop leaking money and start building a solid financial foundation, one smart decision at a time. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And for more content on building wealth and mastering your money, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which of these expenses are you going to cut out first? Let's talk about it. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.